So let's move on to the next question, question number 6, part 2. So here we notice that the two variables are not just x and y, there is in the denominator both x and y. So again we use the same method, let 1 upon 3x plus 4y is equal to a, and 1 upon 3x minus 2y is equal to b. So my first equation becomes 34a plus 15b is equal to 5, and the second equation, oh, I noticed that they've given b first, so to confuse me they've given b first, so I write it under b, which is plus 25b, and this is minus 8.5a is equal to 4.5. I need to equate coefficients. I notice that if I multiply the second equation by 4, I will get equal to the first equation. So my second equation becomes negative 8.5 into 4. That's negative 34a plus 4 into 25. That's 100b is equal to 16 plus 2 18, and this equation 1 is 34a plus 15b is equal to 5. Let's add. This becomes 115b is equal to 23. Therefore b is equal to 23 upon 115 is equal to 1 upon 5. So I've calculated b. Now put b is equal to 1 upon 5 in, let's say, my equation 1. This was my equation 1 and this was equation 2. Let's put this in 1 and I get 34a plus 15 into 1 by 5 is equal to 5. 5 1, 5 3. So 34a is equal to 5 minus 3, which means 34a is equal to 2. A is equal to 2 upon 34 is equal to 1 upon 17. So I've got the value of b and I've got the value of a. If I leave my answer here, it's incorrect because in the question they want me to find value of x and y. So let's substitute. So a is equal to 1 upon 3x plus 4y, which is equal to 1 upon 17, which means 3x plus 4y is equal to 17. That's my equation number 3. And let's put what is b equal to. B is equal to 1 upon 3x minus 2y, and this we calculated was equal to 1 upon 5, which means 3x minus 2y is equal to 5. This is my equation number 4. Now we need to solve. I notice that coefficients are already equal, so 3x plus 4y is equal to 17 and 3x minus 2y is equal to 5. Let's subtract. So this becomes negative, this becomes positive, this becomes negative. 3x minus 3x gets cancelled. 4y plus 2y is 6y. 17 minus 5 is equal to 12. Therefore y is equal to 2. So now that I've got the value of y is equal to 2, put y is equal to 2 in, let's say, the third equation, and I get 3x plus 8 is equal to 17, 3x is equal to 9, x is equal to 3. Now I've got my final answer, xy is equal to 3, 2. Different kind of question where you first calculated a and a was equal to some both x and y, and then you finally calculated x and y. So let's move on. Let's solve another type of question. Question number 7, part 2. If you notice in this, both the sides have variables and this is a mixed variable, which means it has x as well as y. The hint is given in your textbook in any case, but we should solve a question like this. So how we will need to convert this into another equation. Let's divide both sides. So I'm working with the first equation now by xy. If I divide both sides by xy, I get x plus y upon xy is equal to 7xy upon xy. In this side, this gets cancelled, and this is first term upon xy plus second term upon xy is equal to 7. X and x gets cancelled, y and y gets cancelled, so I'm left with 1 upon y plus 1 upon x is equal to 7. This is my third equation. assuming I had given it equation number 1, correct? And this is my equation number 2. So first get converted into 3. Now let's do the same thing for the second equation. Divide both sides by xy, and I get 2x upon xy minus 3y upon xy is equal to negative xy upon xy. This gets cancelled, y and y gets cancelled, x and x gets cancelled, and I'm left with 2 upon y minus 3 upon x is equal to negative 1. That's my equation number 4. So I have converted this into an equation that we've solved earlier. So let 1 upon x is equal to a and 1 upon y is equal to b. So my third equation becomes 1 upon y becomes b plus a is equal to 7, and this equation becomes 2b minus 3a is equal to negative 1. Now let's multiply this equation with 3. If I multiply this equation with 3, I get 3b plus 3a is equal to 21. Let's add these two. This and this gets cancelled, and I'm left with 5b is equal to 20. Therefore, b is equal to 4. So put b is equal to 4 in equation, let's give it name equation 5. So in 5, and I get 4 plus a is equal to 7, which means a is equal to 3. Now again I need to find the value of x and y, not a and b. So a is equal to 1 upon x is equal to 3, which means x is equal to 1 upon 3. Similarly, b is equal to 1 upon y is equal to 4, which means y is equal to 1 upon 4. That's my final answer. Thank you. Let's move on to the last question. So this is the question 9. Let's cross multiply. So it is 4xy is equal to 3x plus 3y. Again, this is the equation where xy is there. So dividing both sides by xy, divide by xy, and I get 4 is equal to 3 upon y plus 3 upon x. That's my first equation. Let y 1 upon y is equal to a, 1 upon x is equal to b. So this is 3a plus 3b is equal to 4. That's my equation number 2. So this is the first equation that we are working with. Let's cross multiply. 10xy is equal to negative 6x plus 3y. Dividing by xy, divide by xy, and I get 10 is equal to negative 6 upon y plus 3 upon x. And we know 1 by y is equal to a, so this becomes negative 6a plus 3b is equal to 10. That's my equation number 3. Now we solve these two equations. So I notice that the coefficients are already equal. So 3a plus 3b is equal to 4, and negative 6a plus 3b is equal to 10. I subtract plus minus minus. This is 9a is equal to negative 6. This gets cancelled. A is equal to negative 6 upon 9 is equal to negative 2 upon 3. Therefore, a is equal to 1 upon y, which is equal to negative 2 upon 3. Therefore, y is equal to negative 3 upon 2 is equal to negative 1 and a half. That's y. Now let's look at x. Put a is equal to negative 2 upon 3 in, let's say, equation 2, and I get 3 into negative 2 upon 3 plus 3b is equal to 4. So this is 3b is equal to 4 plus 2, b is equal to 6 upon 3, b is equal to 2. So b is equal to 1 upon x is equal to 2. Therefore, x is equal to half. I write my answer in the set form, half and negative 1 and a half. Thank you. That takes care of our exercise 6D.